In different cultures and mythologies around the world, giants have been an intriguing part of legends and beliefs. Hello people, welcome to Stories, Curiosities and Mysteries. Today we will see the different cultures where giants are mentioned, but before starting, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell and leave a good like. It will help me a lot to move forward well. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 6, Jotun of Norse mythology, also known as giants, play a fundamental role in Norse mythology. These primal beings, older even than the gods, live in Jotunheim, a kingdom of wild nature and frozen lands. Jotuns are a fundamental part of the pantheon of legendary creatures of Scandinavian culture. They are considered inhabitants of Jotunheim, a place where nature is unpredictable and chaotic. Although their appearance may vary, some accounts describe them as grotesque beings, while others portray them as humanoid-looking giants. They possess supernatural abilities and formidable physical resistance. They can change shape and size at will, allowing them to take on deceptive and god-defying appearances. The relationship between the Jotuns and the gods is complex and ambiguous. Sometimes there is an open conflict between both parties, while at other times a peaceful coexistence or even temporary alliances are shown. They are usually depicted as formidable enemies of the gods, participating in battles and challenges that test their power and skill. However, stories are also told in which Jotuns and gods enter into love relationships or create agreements to protect or challenge the established order. The Jotuns play a crucial role in Ragnarok, the devastating event that marks the end of the world according to Norse mythology. They are destined to face the gods in an epic battle that will determine the fate of the 9 worlds. According to prophecies, led by their powerful king, Jotunheim, they will unleash their fury on the gods and the established order, unleashing chaos and destruction. Number 5, Cyclopes, legendary creatures from Greek mythology, are giant beings with a single eye in the center of their forehead. They date back to the same time as the Olympian gods. According to Greek mythology, they were children of Uranus, Eabin, and Gaia, heirs. These colossal and monstrous creatures possessed enormous strength and an exceptional ability to forge powerful weapons. Despite their terrifying appearance, some Cyclops were considered skilled craftsmen and worked alongside the gods in creating magical items and weapons. One of the most famous encounters involves the hero Odysseus, Ulysses, during his epic Odyssey to Ithaca. He and his companions arrive on the island of Cyclops Polyphemus, a cannibal shepherd who locks them in his cave. Odysseus devises a cunning plan to escape and survive. In another legend, the hero Perseus uses the head of Medusa to defeat one of these beings and rescue Andromeda. Furthermore, the Cyclopes are said to have helped the god of fire and blacksmithing, Hephaestus, in his workshop, creating weapons and magical objects for the other gods of Olympus. These imposing creatures, with their unique gaze, represent the duality between destructive power and creative ability. They symbolize brute and primitive strength, but also skill and the ability to build extraordinary things. In some interpretations, the single eye is considered a symbol of wisdom and intuitive insight. Number 4, giants of Celtic mythology, are represented as enormous beings, much taller and more powerful than humans. They are often depicted as male figures, although there are also references to female giants. These giant beings are considered supernatural entities, associated with the earth and nature. Despite not being as prominent as other Celtic mythical creatures, giants play an important role in some legends and folk tales of Celtic culture. Celtic legends tell us how heroes had to face giants to obtain knowledge or achieve their goals. Some versions mention the giants as builders of megalithic monuments, such as the famous stone circles. These structures are attributed to their power and ability to manipulate and transport large blocks of stone. Giants in Celtic mythology represent powerful forces and are often obstacles that heroes must face and overcome. They are beings of wild and colossal nature, reminding us that the earth is powerful and must be respected. Furthermore, they personify the connection between the human and divine worlds, as well as the constant struggle between order and chaos. Number 3, the Quinametsin, were tall men who, according to codices and stories, lived in the Mesoamerican region during pre-Columbian times. In Aztec cosmogony, they are said to have lived in the era of Adonatio, the water sun, which ended with floods. These giants were part of a life cycle in which a deity became the sun and a new form of life emerged and predominated. According to historian Mariano Beita, the Olmexicalancas discovered the giants around the year 107 AD. Upon reaching places like Tlaxcala, Huexotzinco and Choloyan, today known as Puebla, they were surprised to find colossal, naked men who fed on animals and wild fruits. Despite their barbarism, the giants welcomed the strangers in peace, allowing them to populate their lands, but imposing taxes and humiliations on them. Over time, the Olmecs decided to annihilate the giants. They prepared a feast for them, waited for them to get drunk and, taking advantage of their vulnerability, murdered them. During the colonial era, some friars witnessed the extraction of giant bones from the earth of the new continent, which confirmed the existence of these beings. However, later archaeology revealed that the bones were from animals, not Quinametsen as initially believed. Number 2, the Nephilim, are intriguing figures in biblical mythology. Although they are only mentioned twice in the Christian Bible, their origin and nature have been the subject of debate and speculation over the centuries. The word Nephilim appears in Genesis 6:1 and Numbers 13:33. In Genesis, their description is less definable, while in Numbers they are presented as giants and mighty men. The Nephilim consider themselves children of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Some Bible versions translate the word directly as giants. There is debate over whether the Nephilim are fallen angels or children of fallen angels. The Hebrew word Nephal means to fall, which could indicate its connection to angels cast out of heaven for their sinful behavior. The Nephilim appear before and after Noah's flood. This raises questions about why they remained on earth after God sent the flood to exterminate humanity. Some theories suggest that the Nephilim are children of fallen angels and human women, or of pious men with ungodly women. In both cases, their existence defies expectations. The Nephilim were physically large and powerful. In both Genesis and Numbers, they are described as brave and strong. In Genesis 6:4, they are related to the antediluvians, although the word giants is not used directly. In Numbers 13:33, they are compared to the sons of Anak and Canaan, and their size is indisputable. Number 1, Giants in Basque mythology. The Tartalos are one of the most fascinating creatures in Basque mythology. These beings, often described as giants or large beings, are an essential part of a cultural legacy full of magic, mystery and teachings. And these are just some cultures or mythologies that talk about giants. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Until next time. While their exact origin is lost in the mists of time, it is believed that the Tartalos tales emerged as symbolic explanations for natural phenomena that the ancient Basques could not understand. These mighty giants symbolize the uncontrollable forces of nature, and their presence in mythology serves as a reminder of the power and mystery surrounding the natural world. In traditional descriptions, Tartalos are often depicted as one-eyed giants, reminiscent of the Cyclops figures in Greek mythology. It is said that they possessed overwhelming physical power and that their great steps echoed through the valleys and mountains of the Basque country. Their temperament varies depending on the story, but, in general, Tartalos are not malevolent by nature. Despite their astonishing power and size, these giants are often portrayed as solitary and sometimes even naive beings, causing them to be deceived by cunning humans in various stories. And these are just some cultures and mythologies that mention the presence of giants or similar. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Until next time.